some football. All right. That's like football already. So, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 16 NFL Prediction Show. Michael Chan, Michael Sean, Poston.
Hey, how's it going, people? I'm here with my bigot, Bearstown, and we're gonna talk about all my bigots in the NFL, and we're gonna see if we can get the NFL season, my bigots out here, and get it to you, and see if we can help you with doing some predictions this year.
All right, guys. I'm gonna say now. I cannot wait. Sometime I'm gonna talk about this. Before that, talk about the championship prediction. I'm gonna talk about NFC East. Is your Dallas Cowboys posting? So I'm gonna talk about your Dallas Cowboys posting.
All right. Well, what do you think about What is my bigot Tony Romo and the Dallas Cowboys gonna do this year, Bearstown? What do you think my bigots are gonna do?
I think one more is good. Could be. I think he's gonna be really talented. You know what the Jeff is doing. The Cowboys gonna go. I think the Cowboys will go 10-6 because the NFC East is not really that great. I think the Cowboys can win it, and have the American Marys, the offensive line Dallas. I think the Cowboys will be good this year.
I think that it's going to come down to the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Those are the two most experienced teams in the NFC East. We know that they're going to have some struggles on defense early on in Dallas, but they do have a pretty legitimate defense. This is there yet again. Roger Goodell throws his weight around, and somehow some of these Cowboys are suspended. This is no different. I mean, it's hard to take any kind of arbitrary decision by fucking Roger Goodell seriously at this point, because quite frankly, he's already made his name as an insufficient leader as far as NFL goes. Definitely, I think that Dallas should take this division if Romo stays healthy and he can stay on the field. I think that we'll have to wait and see what Ezekiel Elliott is. Everybody's jumping on the Ezekiel Elliott bandwagon. As far as I know, they still have Darren McFadden. They still have Alfred Morris, so they'll be able to run the ball a little bit better this year. I think that'll help Romo out where he doesn't have to make all the passes. We'll see what they have in store, but I have the Dallas Cowboys winning it, and it should be a pretty close race. It always is in the NFC East.
You the Cowboys person? I got Cowboys second place team, a wild card team. I got the Dallas Cowboys second place team. I think the division is the Washington Redskins, the Pigs, of course the Piggies, the Hoggies. I think Kirk Cousins is a good QB. I'm a Kirk Cousins fan. I think we should get the Kirk Cousins. So Kirk Cousins and the Redskins are ready. I think the Redskins are really good. I think Redskins legit team. Redskins go 11-5. I think Redskins going to take it to the playoffs this year, taking the East. They have good defense. I think a lot of things. I have faith in the Redskins. They have Kirk Cousins, and they were playing last year. I think the Redskins are ready. So Dallas Cowboys been posting. They're a legit team.
So we can both agree that the bottom of this division will probably be the Philadelphia Eagles then, right? Because the Philadelphia Eagles got a long way to go. They got them a franchise quarterback. They're going to have to put some pieces around him. So definitely I have the Philadelphia Eagles being in last place. I have the Washington Redskins just above the Philadelphia Eagles. The New York Giants have a bounce back here and battle the Dallas Cowboys for the division, while you have the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys battling it out, and Washington taking the division. So you have Washington, I have Dallas taking this division.
I think the Giants is a wild card team this year. Again, the Giants are a good team. Again, the Giants are a good team. And the Eagles is too young. A young QB, they were building teams. So let's say Eagle fans. I'm sorry, Eagle fans. The Eagles are a young baby team. They need to grow. They have a good quarterback. I think Carson Wentz is legit. It's gonna be, I think, by year 3. I think we'll go playoffs next year. The Giants have Eli Manning's there, so the good Eli Manning or the bad Eli Manning's gonna show up. And that's why the Giants are a good team. Yeah, they are. But are the Eli Manning's gonna take him? Same goes with one more. Is one more healthy? Oh yeah. It's not concerns with the Giants and the Cowboys above concerns. It's only one more healthy. Playoffs. Giants same record as the Cowboys. What do you post then? Giants and the
Um,
Cowboys.
I think that the Cowboys will take this division. I think as long as they could stay healthy, I think that they could take this division. This division is kind of I'm not really high on Washington this year, especially since the loss of Alfred Morris. The defense has not been up to par with what Washington's used to. I think they got lucky by taking the division last year. Will Kirk Cousins be a dependable quarterback? Quite possibly. I still think that they're into talks and negotiations about that. So we'll see exactly what Kirk Cousins is made of this year as opposed to last year. This will be the telling year if Kirk Cousins can dependently move the ball. But I honestly think that, you know, the Washington Redskins wanted to go with Kirk Cousins from the beginning, but they couldn't justify taking they traded up to get Robert Griffin, which was a mistake if he wasn't going to use Robert Griffin. I think Jay Gruden always wanted Kirk Cousins in the back of his mind. They traded up. They got Robert Griffin. It's another wasted pick. I've seen a lot of bad decision making in Washington. I think they go back to where Washington was, which would be the third place team, man, inevitably.
All right. So we move up to NFC East. It's the AFC East. In the AFC East, in my prediction. Oh, sorry. Oh, damn it. I'll do a Super Bowl prediction now. My prediction this year, and it's going to be Super Bowl this year, is the New England Patriots. They're going 11-5 and win Super Bowl this year. That's a Super Bowl prediction. The New England Patriots. Love and hate them, but the Patriots are pissed as fuck. They ain't come and dominate the East already. The Patriots gonna take the Super Bowl. They're going to win all this year. And Brady is a great quarterback can play. I think Tom Brady is legit. So I don't buy the ESPN bias, but if you piss the Patriots off, they're gonna kick your ass. Plus, then I'm scared of Patriots now.
Exactly, man, and you should be, because here's the deal. This Deflategate exposed football fans all over the world because they're gonna sit there and they can't rationalize that this never made any sense from the get-go. This is one of those fabricated stories for ESPN to talk about. There's no legitimacy in Deflategate whatsoever. I don't know how much legitimacy there was in Spygate, but at this point in time, they can just point the finger at anybody and say that team's cheating and you believe it. Now, you've had MIT professors tell you that there's no way that the Patriots footballs were not deflated. Their footballs were accurate with the game time conditions. And somebody went back into the back and actually inflated the Indianapolis Colts footballs. So there was some discrepancies there, but it's from the NFL, not from the New England Patriots. Now you're going to suspend Tom Brady for not cooperating for a bogus investigation that we knew was bullshit from the start. And I don't give a shit if Troy Aikman, Trent Dilfer, any of these news analysts say, oh, well, it gave him an advantage. It would never have given Tom Brady an advantage to deflate the fucking football. Point blank and simple, you could not have any fucking proof. And if you were sitting there calling Tom Brady a cheater over this deflate gate, it just shows you exactly how mentally brainwashed you could be by ESPN. This is why I don't listen to the sports networks, because there is bias, and to be honest, it's just a fucking joke that Tom Brady got suspended for not cooperating with the bogus investigation. It was just a talking points for the NFL Network, for ESPN, and to me, quite frankly, I think it's a travesty that more football fans, the old school fans, don't get involved and say, hey, wait a minute, this is bullshit. This is stupid. This is more Roger Goodell politically playing bullshit. And definitely, I hope New England does win the Super Bowl this year. That's who I predict to win the Super Bowl this year. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, definitely. They with all the bullshit that ESPN and all these other people have been throwing on the New England Patriots for years, they just hate them because they win. And Tom Brady's not supposed to win. Tom Brady was a sixth round pick. He almost didn't. So that makes them look bad because all their number one draft pick analysts, Johnny Manziel's, and your fucking Andrew Lux that you project to be the highest at ESPN, we can tell right now that none of y'all, they didn't pick Cam Newton. Everybody's like, Cam Newton's going to be a wasted pick, yada, 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 because they know every fucking thing. But the Russell Wilsons and the Tom Brady's are not supposed to succeed in the NFL, but they do because they're built. They have time to progress in the NFL, and your number one picks very rarely work out like your Andrew Lucks. Mark Sanchez is another perfect example. Jimmy Clausen was one that ESPN sung high praises about. Ryan Tannehill. All the guys that these ESPN analysts pick, yeah, all of them they just fall. So I mean that's why you get all this hate on Tom Brady, because he's not supposed to succeed in the NFL, and he's already probably the most successful quarterback in the NFL. This year will maybe determine that if he does get his fifth ring, he will probably be the greatest quarterback of all time, and he's not supposed to be because he's not an ESPN guy.
For me, I don't like the Patriots at all, but I respect the Patriots. No, but Belichick cheating, that's fucking bullshit. The Spygate, it's a fucking joke. NFL does it for years. George Charles, Lombardi, every fucking NFL, they do this shit.
Now, Bearstown, can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah,
How come they didn't go after the New York Jets
exactly.
the same way they went back after the New England Patriots whenever the Miami Dolphins had evidence that the New York Jets were doing the same thing? It got swept under the table. But New England wins.
And that's fucking hypocrisy. And I'm fucking going out the more. I respect Peyton Manning. He's fucking using steroids, all right? When guys like Brady Bonds and like Wire were using steroids in baseball and back in the Johnson. That's why I fucking hate ESPN. That's why I fucking hate ESPN. How they treated my White Sox and Bears like shit for years. And that's like overrated fuckers. Just like can stand ESPN. And that's why I don't watch NFL Network at all. And I like don't watch NFL Network. I don't watch ESPN anymore. You know what I'm saying? I know what I did at NFL back then. Tom Brady spent for 4 games. The Patriots are pissed, dude. You know motherfuckers don't call the Patriots out. ESPN trying to promote the Patriots is like villains. Like they do with the New York Yankees. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots are the greatest franchise ever. I'm sorry. In the past 60 years. Why? Every decade, except the 70s and the 60s, here's the fact. Patriots been every Super Bowl since the 85, 10 of the years. Like 8, 9, 10 record is. But Patriots lost 2 straight against the 85 Bears, 96 Packers. Lead by great teams. And I don't consider the Packers, 96 Packers, a great team. But the Patriots beat the Rams. Now, and let's talk about Patriots. Their accomplishments were awesome, okay? Tom Brady from Michigan. I think that Tom Brady is one of the best quarterbacks that left the game. And Brady won last Super Bowls, okay? I can have appreciate Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the best quarterback I've ever seen in my life. If Brady wins 5 Super Bowl rings, people back with Jordan won 5 championship rings, 6 championship rings, so is Brady. 5.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing, right? Whenever all this stuff comes to light later on, Tom Brady will be considered the greatest quarterback ever. Because I'm going to tell you right now, ESPN, NFL Network, these guys are full of shit. I mean, NFL Network flagged me down for doing a fucking but yeah, they are full of crap. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. These are amateurs at analysis, sports analysis, just like the media today is amateurs. They are absolutely amateurs. They don't do any research. They don't get into any of the things. None of it. They don't do their research. They don't do their studies. They don't really do analytics. They just throw shit on the wall and pray for it to stick, man. I think that who do you got second place in this division? I have the Buffalo Bills, man. I
The
think that the
Buff-
Buffalo Bills have a good running game, a pretty decent defense. Uh, their passing game is kind of suspect, but what do you think?
the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
The team that's for Super Bowl straight. I'm joking, Buffalo Bills fans. Yeah, boy, I love the Super Bowls. Remember that person?
Yeah.
So
Back to back to back to back.
let's do Cowboys twice. Yeah, I think the Bills have a chip in the shoulder. I think Manuel was pretty good. I think Rex Ryan's is like chip in the shoulder. Rex Ryan is very underrated. Rex Ryan does shitty ass thing, but Rex Ryan is a winner. And I think the Buffalo Bills are a second place team. Rex Ryan's a good team, good coach. You know what I mean? The bad thing about Jets by Rex Ryan is so much sideshow. But I think Rex Ryan, I think the Bills defense is gonna be good this year. They have Murray Williams, the Bills a talented defense. And I think it was 2 years ago when they beat Chicago at home. I think the
Yeah.
Bengals a great QB. And I remember the play, the Bills beat my Bears opening day. I know Bearstown, what are you talking about 2 years ago? Listen, Chicago don't lose home opening days. Emmanuel comes over time and beats the crap out of Bears. So I think Bills gonna be like I picked the Bills 10-6, wild card.
Well, all right, we'll go ahead and get into my third place team, which is the New York Jets. I'm sorry I can't go with Miami. I mean, nothing personal. The Jets have a better defense. I think they have a more suitable offense for what they do. I think that Ryan Tannehill is the Jay Cutler of the AFC. What do you think, Bearstown?
I think Jets gonna be fourth place this year. The Jets gonna be fourth place this year. 4 and 12. I think Diva Rivers is not the legit. This team is dysfunction. They're fighting Ray Marshall and Diva Rivers today. So it's gonna be 4 and 12 this year.
So
Maybe that's
you have
his team, because this is how Diva Rivers is old. He can't cover so much anymore. And
so
you guys fans, you know how I have their Eagles last year, was it?
so you have Miami over. You have Miami over the Jets.
Jets. I think Miami Dolphins will be talented. I think Miami has a good offense, a good defense. They have. I like a lot of things said with Miami. They're really talented. I saw them last year, and they're a young team. I think Miami's going to be over this year, and they'll be better this year. I think Miami. With Adam Gray's offense coordinator, and Adam Gray was a great offense coordinator. I think Miami's offense will be good this year. Very good this year, Boston. I see Miami a third place team at 97. 87 because Peyton Manning says Adam Gase is the future. Miami has offense coordinator Adam Gase, blah blah. He's great at offense Chicago. He's good running offense. So Adam Gase, he ran good things in Denver. So he made it look good last year. So Adam Gase is the man. What do you think, Boston?
Like I said, I still got the Jets um, over Miami. I think that their offense is a little bit more developed than Miami's offense. I think, like I said, Ryan Tannehill has not impressed me, but I knew that Ryan Tannehill was a wide receiver for most of his career at Texas A&M. So I knew that he was going to be behind the eight ball coming in to the NFL. I knew that he was definitely not ready to be a starting quarterback. Miami has run with him. He just hasn't had that time to develop. And I just think that Miami is still going to be a few years. They may have to go and get another. They may have to go another direction at cornerback, man. Like I said, I think Ryan Tannehill is kind of like Jay Cutler, ish, for Miami, and I think that he's like the AFC Jay Cutler. I like that Landry kid at wide receiver. I'm just not sold on Ryan Tannehill as quarterback.
Alright, cool. We're talking about Miami. Let's talk about the NFC
North,
South. NFC South.
NFC South. Okay.
So one of those teams, I consider teams. I'm gonna talk about the team itself. I think the Jetty that's really good. I think it's gonna be really good. And I think it's gonna be really good now. It's a fall up a little bit. So I think the Panthers gonna be 11-5 this year. The Panthers. I think the coach
Well,
Ron Rivera is legit coach. I've said it before. Ron Rivera is one of the best coaches in the NFL. And I'm still pissed the Bills let him go. Cam Newton is one of the few quarterbacks I saw. Cam Newton is a monster, but it's like this Super Bowl burnouts. Either you make a playoffs or not make playoffs, and it's a trend for since a lot of years. I think the Panthers will go at least 7 with the injuries, and I think the Panthers gonna be burned out for last year's Super Bowl loss. What do you think,
I
Poston?
I think that the Panthers will be a little bit better with Kelvin Benjamin coming back this year. Cam Newton will have that bigger target to throw to. Not just Terry Glenn. I mean Terry Glenn. Uh, Ted Ginn. They'll have a better offense this year. I think that Cam Newton, he's definitely, to me, he looks like he could possibly be like a Michael Jordan-esque type player for football later on. Um, Unfortunately, I don't see him winning the Super Bowl this year, but I think that he'll come out and he'll be in the playoffs there yet again. We see him consistently getting into the playoffs. This was my thing with ESPN last year. They had him finishing and probably getting the number one pick last year, but guess what? They made the fucking Super Bowl. This is why people like me and Bearstown don't listen to ESPN. I think that they'll. I think Atlanta is going to make it a close race, but I have Carolina taking this division once again for the third straight year. So let's go ahead and get in with my second place team in this division, and that's the Atlanta Falcons. What do you think, man?
I think the Falcons are getting better with Roddy White's in there and Matt Ryan's there, Quebec there. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be an interesting season. Because Matt Ryan, it's like Eli Manning. It's gonna be good. Eli, good Matt Ryan. I think it's gonna be okay. I think the Falcons will take the division. I think it's gonna be their place in division. 'Cause my pick is not the Falcons this year. I think Ryan's gonna be what 9. I'm picking Atlanta's gonna go 9-7 this year. And I think like I said, I think right now my pick in division is New Orleans Saints. It's division. I think I'm gonna lean more to the Saints more because I think okay they have a good experience. Can Atlanta step up? Can they beat them? Can they beat up the Panthers? The Panthers are 10-6. I picked the Panthers 10-6 this year. Mostly like a first place team, but how it is now the tiebreaker games. Yeah, that's gonna be 10-16. Knowing the Super Bowl loss and Falcons, they're alright, but I think they're not 9-17. So the Falcons need a quarterback, Poston. What do you think,
I,
Poston?
I think that okay, with the Atlanta Falcons, of course you can't never count them out. They got Roddy White, they got Julio Jones, so they got a pretty decent pass game, and they've had that for a while. I don't really compare Matt Ryan to Eli Manning as much as I compare him. He's kind of like in between the Manning brothers. I mean, sometimes he does look like Peyton Manning, and I mean, with his offensive line, I mean, he does make better reads than Eli Manning does a lot of times. I think that they built up their defense a little bit this year. That's one of the positions that they were struggling in. Dante Freeman comes back. They add some depth in that running game. I think that they could probably run the ball a little bit more effectively. Though, like I said, they beefed up that defense a little bit better. So that's why I got them taking second place. Now, to the New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees is an aging quarterback. He is a very, very one of the best quarterbacks of this generation. He does have a Super Bowl ring. But he just hasn't been that Drew Brees ever since Jimmy Graham left. He's shown glimpses of being that great Drew Brees. I just don't think he can do it on a consistent level anymore. I think that you know the wide receiver core is meh. It's average in New Orleans. but I just don't think that they can do it on a consistent level. It's not like the New Orleans back in 2007, 2008, 2009. It's not that New Orleans anymore. So I mean, I think that I think that they need to look at moving on eventually. But yeah, I guess we both agree that Tampa Bay, who is a building team, is going to be the or you probably have maybe the Atlanta Falcons. What do you think about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Bearstown?
I picked I'm picking the Saints to win division. I think as long as you have Drew Brees and Sean Payton, I think that I see a lot of good things in the Saints. They're gonna be good this year. I think we'll go at least like 11-5, and I think they go to the playoffs this year. I think some Brees is there and Sean Payton is there. Saints will be alright. So I think Saints will be good this year. And I don't know how far is hanging with the Super Bowl lost Boston. I remember 06 Bears. I can come back to playoffs. The hanging with loss. They went there since day one. It's hard to make the playoffs next year. Super Bowl loser. I'm not sure about Buffalo Bills. You know what I'm saying? The Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Bucks. Right, Poston?
Yep.
The
What do you
Buffalo
think?
The Bubbleless Buccaneers. Oh, Buccaneers. The last place losers in Central overtime. Okay. I think the Buccaneers gonna suck this year. I think the Buccaneers gonna be 4-12. I think Poston.
The Buccaneers are a rebuilding team. They have a bright future. I like their wide receivers and Mike Evans, and Vincent Jackson. Uh, they got a pretty decent running game. It's going to take about another year or so for Jameis Winston to really get in there and be able to learn that offense just right. Their defense is rebuilding. They have a bright future ahead of them. They could end up beating out the Saints for that second spot, but I'll go ahead. I have to put them down lower just because of the experience level. I think the Saints have a little bit more experience than Tampa Bay Buccaneer, but the future is looking bright down in Tampa Bay. Eventually, they will be up there, and they will probably end up being a playoff contender as well.
Next 5 years. Because I
Hmm.
find out Smith and there's national find out Smith. So talking about NFC South. And the team I hate the most in the NFC South, but for yeah, I'm gonna call Steven O's team, the Houston Texans. If Rose, your team will go make it to the AFC Championship game against the Patriots, I think it's their team now. I think it's gonna be the team's gonna I consider the team gonna be legit is the Houston Texans. They're a huge upgrade this year. I think
Um. Oh. Yeah. I think that the Houston Texans are going to fall back. I think they'll be the second to last place. The only team that I don't see as improved at all, hardly, is the Indianapolis Colts. I think that the Houston Texans take a big step back. I think Jacksonville and Tennessee beat them out.
oh
The
yeah.
Houston Texans picked up a quarterback to me that's going to take a while for him to get used to the O'Brien's play scheme. We don't know exactly the deal with DeAndre Hopkins just yet. He doesn't seem like he's too enthused about playing this year thus far. They get rid of Arian Foster, their running back. They took a hit on that one. They went with Lamar Miller. I don't think that Lamar Miller is nowhere near on the level of Arian Foster. Uh, that defense can't carry the load. They would have to have a scoring defense for me to say that they could probably make the playoffs, but I don't think that they have a scoring defense. I think they have a defense to contain an offense, but that defense is only going to be able to contain an offense as long as they can, have time. And if you get an offense that can move the ball down the field and keep first downs, I just don't think that the offense is going to be really good this year. They went and got Kyle Fuller. I wish they would have got Laquan Treadwell. I wish they would have gotten Bohinger. That would have been people that can move the sticks. I I don't see the Houston Texans doing really good because the two teams below them Tennessee and Jacksonville have made massive improvements, and I think they're positioning themselves for a playoff run, man.
I think Houston's gonna suck. I think Houston gonna fall top. I think this year, but they have DJ Watts and JJ Watts. I think JJ Watts will be a talented player. I think Houston's gonna go last place this year. I think Jackson's gonna go second place this year. First place. The Colts are not going nowhere. I hate the fucking Colts, man. I hate you fucking Colts, man. Oh, I hate fuck the Eagles too. Fuck the Eagles too. Anyways, the Colts, you know that simple as that. I'm still mad for Super Bowl loss, okay? So, despite the Colts, I think Colts will be like, so hopefully go less play this year. I cannot stand Andrew Luck. Overrated. I always talk shit Andrew Luck, man. How the fuck this guy is so overrated? I'm sorry. I didn't look coach at all. I was chanting overrated chants way back in 2012, and I've been doing it since now. I think the coach is an overrated team. I think they'll be like 5-11.
Let's go to who I think is going to take the AFC South, Bearstown, and that's the Tennessee Titans. They bring in God, I can't think of his name now. The old Cowboys running back, DeMarco Murray. They bring in DeMarco Murray, and DeMarco Murray is a in between the tackles runner. That's why he had so much success in Dallas. They bring in Derrick Henry. I heard he's been doing pretty good in training camp. They have legitimate wide receiver threats. I think that they bring in Andre Johnson, which will help let Darrell Green Beckham develop. Darrell Green Beckham is a pretty good wide receiver. He was being compared to Randy Moss. He got in a little bit of trouble out of college. Now, he didn't have an overly impressive year his first year, but they got a scrambling quarterback, kind of in that mold of Tony Romo and Marcus Mariota, who can keep plays alive. He can keep the ball moving. I like what they're doing. They've been working on that offense for years and years. So I'm just that's who I have taking the division. That defense has got a pretty decent pass rush. I think that pass rush may be just enough to help aid that secondary to where they don't have to stay in coverage as much. And I think that Tennessee can take this division this year. What do you think, Bearstown? Sorry, I had to mute you.
It's okay. Sorry about that, but the reason it is now is because the Houston Texans are good now. I think they're a good team. But I think Jaguars gonna be taking first place this year. The Jaguars are taking first place because the Jaguars defense is playing now. Now, Texans are good. Yeah, they're a good team. I think they could be better. The running game's attacking. The Texans, pretty much, they deserve the title. I'm sorry, Steamers. I met the Houston Oilers. Wolves out there, Steven Wolves. So yeah, I think Texans gonna be good this year. Sorry, the Houston Oilers. Am I posting?
Yeah, I remember the Oilers. I was a fan of the Oilers, not so much of the Texans. Whenever the Oilers left Houston, I didn't have an AFC team, so I started liking the Patriots after that. That's exactly how I started liking the Patriots.
The Oilers, Steven Wolves.
Jacksonville is another one of those teams that I really do like that you brought up, Bearstown. They have a building offense too. I'm just not sold on TJ Yeldon as the running back. I was never really that big on TJ Yeldon whenever he came in. They got a good quarterback. They got pretty decent wide receivers. Kind of a one-dimensional offense right now currently. Their defense, they've been building on it for years, just like the Tennessee Titans. I definitely got them being the second-place team. I just think that if they could get a good, reliable running game, I think that they would be a lot better. We'll have to see if how Blake Bortles does this year, if he's improved, and see exactly, Jaguars. Jaguars.
Jaguars, people. I think Jacksonville Jaguars can go to Super Bowl playoffs this year, and they're gonna upset the Denver Broncos and the NFC Championship game. I think the Jaguars will be 9-7. They can go to the playoffs this year. What do you posting? Sorry,
I
Poston.
got the Tennessee
I apologize,
Titans
Poston.
going to the
Sorry,
playoffs
Poston.
this year. So I got the Tennessee Titans taking that division. That
Playoff
division's
contender?
going to be.
Poston?
Can you hear me?
Playoff contender?
Yeah, I got the Tennessee Titans winning the South and going into the playoffs this year.
Damn, okay. Jacksonville Jaguars, okay. Then we go to the NFC North. All right. Detroit Lions fans, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for Detroit Lions fans. I really am feel sorry for Detroit Lions fans. I'm sorry, Lions fans. I think that's cool. I feel sorry for Detroit Lions. I feel sorry for Detroit Lions. My second NFL team. I feel sorry for you, man. I really do. I consider Lions. There's better luck. Detroit Lions are still. Then I think that Terry Johnson left the team, retired the team. It's sad. American Sue leaving the team, and it's hard for Detroit Lions. And I'm gonna someday should pay Detroit. I really hope Detroit Lions does win the Super Bowl. I respect the team. I respect the fan base a lot more, and they're always gonna be the underdog, Detroit. So I hope you guys will be the next 5 years, man. Detroit, man. Hope you're gonna be good this year. But this is my best fan sympathy, Detroit. But I'm sorry, Detroit. You can go 5-11. 5-11, person. What do you think?
I think that the Detroit Lions may end up with the first draft pick in the 2017 NFL draft this year. That by far they the past couple of years their defenses went downhill with the retirement of Calvin Johnson. I don't know how they're going to move the football. I think that they were pretty much ineffective last year. I think that they're likely to get Leonard Fournette. If anything else, I really don't know what else to tell Detroit. Maybe they'll end up with Barry Sanders Jr. in the third or fourth round. I don't know, but whoever you get, they're going to be drafting number one, I think, next year. I think by far this team looks like the worst team in the NFL to me, in my opinion. Matt Stafford is a good quarterback, but whenever you don't have the playmakers on there like you used to with Calvin Johnson, that's not going to help. I think that definitely Detroit Lions finished the last place in this division. Sorry about your damn luck, Detroit.
Okay. So my team, it's the team I hate the most. I fucking hate you, Green Bay Packers. You fucking bastards. The dumpster shit, the real dumpster. It's like there's a dumpster the north side and a dumpster in the north side. They call it the dumpster that's in Chicago. You hear Poston? Down Chicago. The dumpster north side. And there's a dumpster very north side. And that's the Packers and the Cubs. Okay. Shitty fans out there. So I think the Packers, hope the Packers, Aaron Rodgers, I hope you end career with a broken ankle. Hopefully. And I hope the Packers lose. I hope Packers lose so damn bad. This is our best win on one team. I want the Packers to go 0-16. At least 0-16, but it's not gonna happen. So at least Packers go 7-9. Because Packers defense are getting old and Rodgers in his career with a broken leg. The Packers line sucks, so I'm thinking Packers. The Green Bay Packers 7-9. I hate you, Green Bay Packers, so much. The worst fans in NFL. The greatest Packers. Sorry. You want to start an NFL team? So I'm not buying Packers stock. So I'm gonna buy Packers stock and lose. Like the old days. What do you think, Poston?
I don't think that the Packers are going to win the division. I think that they will pick up a wild card with Aaron Rodgers there. He's probably the best quarterback in the division. They just don't have the defense really, and I think that their running game is suspect. Everybody tends to overrate Eddie Lacy. He hasn't proven anything since he's been in the NFL, but every year you hear ESPN and all these people say Eddie Lacy is destined to run for 12 billion fucking yards a year, And I think that Aaron Rodgers, while he's a good quarterback, I don't think that he's in that Tom Brady, Peyton Manning talk as far as all time greats. The one that I have winning this division is the Minnesota Vikings. I think Teddy Bridgewater he kind of reminds me a lot of Troy Aikman back in the days. He has that kind of arm. They get Bohinger, which is going to be, if they put him at tight end and team him up with Kyle Rudolph, that's going to be a scary, scary dual threat right there alone. They bring in Laquan Treadwell, who also reminds me a little bit of another former Dallas Cowboy and Michael Irvin. The way he plays and the way he catches the ball, he can be covered and he can still make the catch, which you like. That's a good possession wide receiver to help keep the chains moving. And let us not forget Adrian Peterson, probably the most incredible running back in the NFL, man.
I do Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback, so I fucking hate Aaron Rodgers. So, Aaron Rodgers haters. Some of the Minnesota Vikings, with picking up the Vikings at the Minnesota Vikings, I think it'll be legit. I think the Vikings will go to Super Bowl this year. Vikings going to Super Bowl this year. I picked the Vikings will go 14-2 with Teddy Bridgewater and Adrian Peterson. I think Peterson's the best running back in the game, and I'm posting. Adrian Peterson is all day, every day. So I'm scared of Peterson. I'm scared of Peterson, man. I think Peterson is going to kick our asses this year. Now, I respect the Minnesota Vikings. I do really do respect the fans, too. So I fucking hate Minnesota, too, man. Fucking Minnesota, bastards. And that's a rivalry thing. I hope the Vikings lose so damn bad, too. Like, I fucking wish the Twins so be damn bad. Posting, me and Minnesota don't like each other, all right? We don't. It's the White Sox and damn fucking Twins, okay? And those fucking bastards gonna do the pesky Twins, the pesky Vikings. They're gonna drive me nuts. Vikings,
well,
5.
You're gonna hate them a lot more this year, Bearstown, because I predict that there's gonna be a lot of bandwagon fans by the end of the year from Minnesota.
I hate
just like Seattle.
There are a lot of good Viking fans, and I met last year, and they're really cool fans. I like the Vikings, the diehard fans. I can't stand the diehard fans last year, so a couple years, 10 years ago. We need more and don't take Culpepper. Viking fans. And they're from Illinois. They weren't from Siberians. You're not Chicago. Go fuck yourselves. Anyways. So I think the Vikings are a legit team. I hate the Vikings. But there's a bandwagon Packer fans too. The Walmarts. Now I'm at least posting. Now the last time,
Let's go ahead and talk about the Chicago Bears.
Everyone knows it. Everyone wants to know. The Bears are going to go 10-5, 10-6. We're going to go playoffs this year. I think the good job pick is going to be LT. John Fox says this season. We're going to make a playoffs this year. We're going to take the wild card this year. The Bears are going to take the wild card this year. Good defense, Poston. And Color will be injured. I hope Color gets injured, but it's okay, Color. Defense with churches, boys. Wins with the Packers. So.
Okay. Here's my thought about the Chicago Bears, right? Let me go and put you on mute real quick.
Yeah, I am.
Here's my thought on the Chicago Bears, all right? Jay Cutler holds on to the ball entirely too fucking long. And whenever he does that, he always has some sort of excuse about his offensive line. I can't stand it. He drives me up the fucking wall, to be honest with you. I was kind of hoping you guys would land Nick Foles. You'll get Kevin White, which is a phenomenal wide receiver. You have Alshon Jeffries there. Your running game is going to be pretty decent here over the next few years. Your offense is rebuilding. You got Eddie Goldman. I told you about Eddie Goldman whenever y'all got him. You got Leonard Floyd this year. I think that the secondary is pretty good. Pretty soon, whenever that defense learns how to gel, y'all are going to have a really good team. I just don't see them having it this year. I think that they end up third place in this division. They could end up possibly taking that spot from Green Bay, depending on how well your defense plays. But I'm not counting on that right now. That's why I got Green Bay second. I have Minnesota first, Green Bay second as a wild card, and I have the Chicago Bears third. Um, Maybe eventually you'll get that quarterback that can move the chains, that can go ahead, let that defense build up a head of steam. But Cutler right now is not that guy, I don't think.
Thank you. I hate that fucking color. If a Bears losing last play, I think what I would pick was to get a good defense land. It must be LT, Lance Taylor. And I think I had a little bit of mistake, but J. Cole sucks. It doesn't keep me be optimistic this year. And if Cole gets injury this year, bravo. I hate your color. But Italian fans, oh yeah, they know the fucking hater means, okay? I wish Roger injured the early season, so I hope you get your ass injured a little bit. A very last place team, well, guess what? I'm the part. I can't bash the fucking nigga. Your color a brain dead. But instead of Mike, I did party video. So post game shows color fans. So I'm ready for football. Like I said, I'm going to best preseason games. I'm going on so many games this year. Why? I'm a diehard Bears fan. Second place, white card. History says Soundbox 6 underdogs. So that's my dark horse in my team. The Bears are my dark horse.
So let's go ahead and get into the AFC North, Bearstown.
Anything else? Speaking of the Cleveland Browns, winning the Cleveland Browns, the dark horse of the division. They have RG3. So the Brownies, you're gonna be good this year. Cleveland, 9-7 Brownies. 88, good this year. The Brownies. Waiting Boston.
I like the Cleveland Browns. I think they will take the second place in this division and is my one of my wild cards in the AFC. I had Robert Griffin, and just for a little lesson here, Robert Griffin, whenever Josh Gordon comes back, Robert Griffin and Josh Gordon have played football. They played football in college. I think that they'll be on that same level. I think that Robert Griffin has a lot of respect for Josh Gordon, so we'll see a lot more targets that direction. If they are anything like they were in college, they are tremendously hard to stop. We'll see. We'll have to see how Isaiah Crowell does in the backfield. I think that they have a lot of confidence. They have a pretty decent coach. I think that bringing in Corey Coleman is another good step because Robert Griffin has worked with Corey Coleman in two-a-days because these are all Baylor guys. I think that he'll be a little bit more comfortable. If Jackson can get that offensive line to do what an offensive line is supposed to do and block for Robert Griffin, which is not what Jay Gruden did, because understand it's not fucking Robert Griffin's responsibility to make sure them guys do their job. It's your responsibility. And I noticed that the offensive line in Washington just was not blocking for Robert Griffin. If you can give Robert Griffin enough time to go ahead, keep the ball moving. They bring in Emmanuel Agba to be that defensive pass rusher. Their secondary, they've been working on their secondary for the past couple of years. Hopefully they can get some pass rush on the quarterback. If they can do that, that secondary can eat the offense alive. I think that definitely I have to take them as my second place team. This is my first wild card team, the Cleveland Browns.
I picked the wild card team. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben, talented man. Big Ben is gonna take the playoffs this year. Big Ben. I think the Steelers are a good team. I think Steelers legit, but they're gonna lose to the Browns. I think the Browns gonna be good, but as long as the Steelers are there, you gotta beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. I'm sorry, Poston. I think the Steelers are a good team. I think Steelers gonna go 10-6. Pittsburgh.
Well, we have Le'Veon Bell hit with an immediate 4-game suspension at the beginning of the year. The Pittsburgh Steelers have lost Martavius Bryant at the beginning of the season, so he won't be a factor. We'll have to see. I expect basically Antonio Brown to get a number of receptions. Uh, here the past few years, Ben Roethlisberger hasn't been able to maintain himself throughout the season. I still haven't even seen Le'Veon Bell play a full season, so it's going to be, we're going to have to see what goes on with him. The past couple of years, he's gotten injured. I um, I just don't have a lot of confidence in the Steelers right now. They have a rebuilding defense. I like Bud Dupree. I like where they're going with their defense, but it's not there. It's not even close to being ready. I think that they take a step back this year. I think that Cleveland can take that second spot. Pittsburgh's going to go back just a little bit, and we'll just have to see exactly what happens. So,
For information, congratulations to Steelers fans. Kevin Green is in Hall of Fame. And we'll talk about Friday later today if you want after the show. After the little bit. After covering the Broncos last one. Because I think right now we're talking about the Cincinnati Bengals, Cincinnati Bungles. Bungles gonna go 11-5. Cincinnati Bungles. And they're gonna lose again. What do you think, Poston? The Cincinnati Bengals.
I think the Cincinnati Bengals will take the division. They've worked on their offensive line good enough. I think that they got Jeremy Hill and Giovanni Bernard. I think that Bernard Giovanni. I think that they'll be able to take this division. They got one of the best wide receivers in the league. They'll plug somebody into that second spot, and I think they definitely take this division once again for the third year in a row. The Cincinnati Bengals are the team to beat in the AFC North.
All right, the Bengals in that first place team. It's like the Bengals. When the Bengals posted, the Bengals. Anyways, then the next, I think that's Tate's team. The old Browns, Baltimore Colts, the Baltimore Ravens. I think Ravens will be the last place team. They're kind of. I think Ravens will be building. John Harbaugh is going to go lose his job. John Harbaugh is hot seat now, so the last year for John Harbaugh. Yeah, I think John Harbaugh got fired this year, Poston. What do you think? And I think Newton too. They might go to the Browns.
I think that the Baltimore Ravens have never been able to sustain the loss of Ray Rice. They don't play that ground and pound football anymore. Joe Flacco is just overpaid. They don't have the help for Joe Flacco. I just don't see them doing a lot. Their defense is struggling. Definitely, there's nothing exciting in Baltimore right now. I think that they are the last place team and probably going to get a high pick again next year. We'll have to see exactly how it goes.
All right, guys. We're talking about the NFC West Coast. Before we go to LA, we're going to say hello to the Cardinals. The Chicago Cardinals. I'm sorry. So these Cardinals? No. Sorry, big little brother. Arizona Cardinals, okay. Arizona Cardinals, the best little brother. You're gonna win the playoff game. Good team. I think the Cardinals are gonna win the division. Cardinals are gonna lose to my Bears in the first one playoff game. So Cardinals, good luck. Good luck, little brother. You're gonna lose to us again. Bye-bye, Cardinals. Still the Chicago Cardinals. So we're gonna kick your ass again. So again, Cardinals, you're gonna lose to Bears. You're gonna lose to your big brother in the playoff game. So I think Cardinals gonna be doing division, and they're gonna. Actually, I don't know Cardinals. I think I'm putting us in second place division. You think the right card? Bears beats the crap. Damn, got mixed up. Anyways. We're gonna out Cardinals Bears in the wild card game. Oh, damn, what the hell's going on? Cardinals, second division. Yeah. Win the division.
You think the Arizona Cardinals are winning the division?
I think the Panthers. I think the Saints will face the Vikings Super Bowl. Vikings Super Bowl picks. But I think Cardinals can go.
Okay, are we going? I thought we were going to the NFC North.
The Vikings. I mean, NFC pick. I think the Cardinals gonna win the NFC West.
I think that I have the Seattle Seahawks winning the NFC West. I think that the Arizona Cardinals are going to take a step back. I definitely think that the St. Louis Rams will be competitive. I think that Seattle retakes this division. And of course, I have the San Francisco 49ers being the bottom feeders this year.
You mean the LA Rams? San Diego Rams? LA Rams? Okay. I think LA Rams gonna be good this year. But I think it's gonna be like what? Todd Gurley. I think Rams gonna be second place team. How can the Rams and beat the Seahawks last year and Super twice? I think Rams gonna be second place team this year. So I think Rams gonna be legit this year. I'm saying. What do you think, Boston?
I think that the Rams they bring in Jared Goff. Jared Goff is he's going to struggle his first year, but at least he has help. Unlike Philadelphia over there, he has Todd Gurley in the backfield. I think that the wide receivers are pretty decent. In St. Louis, I think that Jared Goff will be an upgrade at quarterback. And I do think that they will be a little bit better. Hopefully that defense can finally come out and produce like I think they can.
LA Rams or San Diego Rams?
LA Rams, yeah.
You know funny? You know what's funny for Boston? The Cardinals and Rams are the same division. They asked LA St. Louis teams. Waiting Boston.
Yeah.
Who asked St. Louis teams? The Cardinals. Asked St. Louis teams. Sorry, St. Louis. I hope you get your team back. Do not steal my Bears at all. But anyways, I feel sorry you lost St. Louis fans, but I think other fans back home. I think the history there, but you still our teams first, so fuck you, St. Louis, for stealing the Cardinals too. Anyways, so I'm going to let's separate. The 49ers are fucked up. I fucking hate the 49ers in the 80s. Yeah, I hate you 49ers so damn bad. Fuck you 49ers. I'm glad you're sucking now 49ers. I hate your cocky ass West Coast system right there. This I think gonna be a full play this year. Cause I think they're gonna be a full play this year. Sorry, man. Fucking glad you guys are sucking now. Waiting for the 49ers.
Yeah, they suck. They suck. They got rid of their team. They're rebuilding. So.
How about the Seahawks? The Legion of Boom.
I think that they win this division. I think Russell Wilson will end up getting that the timing down with Jimmy Graham, and of course they still have a pretty decent defense. I think that they win this division, and they go into the playoffs, man.
The other thing was Seattle. I know about personally. How the fuck was this two times to Rams last year? 2 times in a row. I think Seattle's gonna step back a little bit. Unless they're good. Again, Russell Wilson's legit. I get it. But Marshawn Lynch is gone. Is he gone, person? Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah, he's gone.
So I don't think Seattle's gonna be that good this year. I'm sorry, man. Seattle, I think it's gonna be their place team. Because Seattle, you lost to Rams last 2 years in Rams again. And I'm a Bears fan, but I think Seattle is gonna take that step back, man. That step back. Asian people still a good defense there, but can they have a running game? Can they take that replace the Marshawn Lynch? I mean, this is a lot of questions here. You're gonna win the game with pound attack. Can they win it with a good defensive? I think it's taking a step backwards this year, Boston. I don't think this is gonna be like if you have no running game, Seattle will be one-dimensional team this year. You're not fans Seattle Seahawks fans, but I think Seattle's a good team, good defense. But how bad there's no running game, Boston, and you can't win ball games with the running game attack, Boston. I'm sorry. Seattle's gonna be a third place team. And I think Seattle's gonna go 9-7. But once you get the running game attack, you should get time by 14 after season. Seattle, if you sign Matt Forte, you will win this division. So you take that step back, Seattle. Now I'm going to AFC West. It's the AFC West Coast. We're going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, boys. Andy Reid, I think the Kansas City Chiefs are taking the playoffs this year. So St. Louis fans, join the Chiefs bandwagon because I think Alex Smith's good. I think Andy Reid's a good offense coordinator. Andy Reid is underrated. Underrated. He's good at coaching the Eagles, dude. So I think Andy Reid is going to take the playoffs this year. What do you think, Poston?
I have this is my other wild card team, the Kansas City Chiefs. They got a pretty legitimate defense. If Jamal Charles can stay on the field, Alex Smith is a great game manager. I think that the passing game will be a little bit better this year. I definitely got the Kansas City Chiefs as my first wild card. I almost picked them last year. I didn't. I fucked up because I figured, oh yeah, the fucking Indianapolis Colts will be handed an AFC championship again, or an AFC wild card again. But that didn't happen. Thank God. Finally, we can move on, get some real football. Kansas City's a real football team. So that is my first wild card spot.
The Denver Broncos. So you go to champions later. Sorry, Denver. We'll put you last. Talk about you last because you defend champs. We're talking about the Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders. Oakland Raiders. I think it was a wild card team this year. 3 teams for the AFC is going to take the wild card this year. So I should forget it. I think Raiders gonna be okay. I think it's okay team. You're gonna battle against I don't know what Denver versus right now, but I think the Raiders. You guys gonna make a pass this year. They have a good QB. They're impressed with the quarterback. Impressed with the running back, and they're gonna go forward. The Raiders are gonna be back. So Oakland Raiders are gonna be back this year. The Raiders are gonna go up to playoffs this year. I mean. What do you think, Poston?
I think that the Oakland Raiders will take this division. They got a nice young team. I think that they're I think that this year is the year that they come out. I know that they have a pretty ferocious defense. I think that Derek Carr makes that turn this year. You got Amari Cooper. If they can get that running game going this year, I think that they will take this division. I like the Oakland Raiders a lot in this division. This is my AFC West champions right here.
San Diego LA Chargers. So Chargers get your taxpayer stadium built. But Chargers going to probably be 4-12 this year. It's going to be the worst team this year. Sorry, San Diego Chargers. 5-11. But you need to rebuild a team. You need to trade out Philip Rivers. And much as you say Philip Rivers, you can trade quarterback, at least like first one pick to Chicago. Hope you do trade Philip Rivers. I think you're going to be the last place team. Sorry, Chargers fans. But you need to rebuild your team, Chargers. I think our ownership's going on. It's for fucked up ownership there. So, build your team, stadium, Chargers fans. So, I think we'll be okay. Sorry about that. Sorry, Chargers should not be good this year. Sorry, Charger fans. San Diego Chargers. I hope you stay team in San Diego. What do you think, Boston? The Chargers.
I think the Chargers will be the last place team. They haven't effectively built on that team in a while. They got more Melvin Gordon. It's going to take more than that. I just don't see them really doing anything this year. Nothing exciting there yet again. Like Baltimore, there's nothing exciting in San Diego. So, yeah, I think that they will be at the bottom of this division, just below Denver.
Now, Denver Broncos, let's play team in Boston. Should we talk about the Hall of Fame a little bit? I'm going to talk about Hall of Fame. That's the Hall of Fame players. Hey, Malik, what's up, Malik?
Hey, what's up, man?
So, speaking of Malik, you know Malik asked people for Broncos last year? He didn't want a Super Bowl ring, Malik? Nice. Joke. So, I think the Denver Broncos gonna be a top team this year. Broncos. You have no quarterback this year. Broncos, you made a third place team. Why is that the third place team? Because it's good defense. Okay, yeah, good defense. The quarterback is subject this year. So I think if you should have a quarterback, Broncos, you can be at 9-17 this year, Broncos fans, but 9-6, 9-7 or 8-8 team Broncos.
Oh, okay.
And then Malik about the Broncos.
Well, the Broncos are awesome. They won the Super Bowl last year. Like I said, Peyton Manning went out with a Super Bowl ring for retirement, well deserving. So the Broncos are probably good contenders to go again this year. I mean, who knows? I'm hoping my Cowboys rise to the occasion because we got a new quarterback. We're trying to get another one because our third string broke his foot. Oh, I got something to screen share here. Something that came up on my main page. A former Broncos back was sentenced to jail for 60 days for domestic abuse.
Speaking of it, so what's your predictions? My predictions, Malik, Poston, you there, Poston? I'll just be back. So.
I'll be back in a second, man. I gotta go get my pills.
Before we talk about the Broncos, we're gonna talk about teams this year. We're gonna talk about what's the predictions, Malik? I picked Patriots winning Super Bowl over the Vikings. I picked the Vikings gonna play this year. I picked my Bears gonna be a wild card team. I pick the Cowboys gonna beat it too. So
yeah, I'm picking the Cowboys maybe for a wild card. I'm hoping they can make the playoffs first. Yeah, as far as teams all around, I guess with the draft, I'll go with the I'm hoping my dad's team Cleveland can do something this year because they've loaded up. So Cleveland looks pretty good. Hopefully, of course, you always got to bet on the Patriots. The Patriots are going to be there in the playoffs again, because even though Tom Brady's suspended for a few games, the Patriots should be okay when Tom Brady comes back because he's only suspended for I feel like 4 or 5 games.
Monty Ball is in jail, Malik, or something like that.
Yeah, that's my screen. Former Wisconsin star Monty Ball, who's a former Denver Bronco, sentenced to jail 60 days in jail for domestic abuse incidents. Right here, former Wisconsin and NFL running back Monty Ball was sentenced to 60 days in county jail and 18 months probation after pleading guilty Friday for 2 charges of disorderly conduct and 1 charge of battery.
The Monty Ball, man.
Yeah.
He's so talented. I think Monty Ball was a good running back from Wisconsin. That's sad because I was a Monty Ball fan. I'm a Michigan State fan.
Yeah.
He's talented.
The thing is, he was a former Broncos back. He was with the Broncos.
Listen back, man. It sucks. Yeah. Monty Ball is so talented, and I was a fan of Monty Ball in college. He could run, he could pound, and I kind of laugh about he's a coach in Nebraska every single year. So what's your Super Bowl pick, Malik?
My Super Bowl pick, I'm going with either the Patriots or the Broncos again. I'm hoping Dallas can go there, but that's a wild card dream.
Wow.
It's a tough pick though. I'm hoping my dad's team, the Cleveland Browns, can go this year. They're supposed to have a good team again, and a different coach this time.
I consider a lot of teams this year the Patriots in the Super Bowl because I'm fucking pissed, Malik. I'm scared of the Patriots, man. Are you kidding me? Patriots are gonna kill us, man. I think Patriots can carry NFL this year. I'm always consider Patriots that team I consider the scariest team, Malik. Tom Brady's in there for suspension for 4 games. I think the Patriots will start 0-4, then win all the 16 games. That's crazy. I'm telling you, Malik, this Patriots team, once I get Tom Brady back, they will go Super Bowl like crazy, Malik. What do you think?
Yeah. The Patriots will be in there.
Before we talk about we're supposed to talk about the stuff. We're talking about Lopez. Before I talk about here I consider talking. I want to talk about the team is winning about Hall of Fame, Malik, class of 2016. We think of all those guys. Kevin Green. We think Malik.
What, the Hall of Fame this year?
Yeah, Hall of Fame this year. Kevin Green and
Hmm. I gotta brush up on the retired players. You know, Kevin Green should be one. Yeah, for the Carolina Panthers. Uh, Peyton Manning, obviously. I mean, I know he just retired. But why not put him in the Hall of Fame? He deserves it.
Kevin Green was a beast, and
Yeah.
I like Kevin Green a lot. In this coach of the Packers, I respect Kevin Green. I was complaining that Kevin Green should be Hall of Fame. I'm glad he's on Hall of Fame. Kevin Green was a monster. He was a theater with the band. He was everything. I think consider Kevin Green one of the all-time greats. And before I get the next
So,
one, reason.
do y'all want to go ahead and give your playoff analysis? Who y'all think are going to go to the playoffs, and who do y'all think the Super Bowl is going to be?
Yeah, we just did. Yeah. I picked the Broncos and the Patriots again, and
So
I like to see Dallas go, but that's a wild card dream.
Well, the Broncos and the Patriots are in the same division, Malik.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay, here's what I have. I'll go ahead and go first, I guess. So I have the Dallas Cowboys winning the AFC or the NFC East. I have the Minnesota Vikings winning the NFC North. I have the Carolina Panthers winning the NFC South, and I have the Seattle Seahawks winning the NFC West. I have the Green Bay Packers as a wild card, and I have the Arizona Cardinals as a wild card. I'm going to go ahead and say that progressing from there, I have the Minnesota Vikings making it through there and making it to the Super Bowl. And on the AFC side, I have the New England Patriots in the AFC East. I have the Tennessee Titans in the AFC South. I have the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC North. I have the Oakland Raiders in the AFC West. I have the Kansas City Chiefs as my wild card and the Cleveland Browns as my wild card. And I have New England making the Super Bowl. This year, I have the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings in the Super Bowl, man.
So, what do you think about the Broncos, Poston? The Broncos. Poston. Before we talk about Kevin Green. What do you think about Broncos and Kevin Green? Hall of Fame.
I don't think that they're going to do anything this year, man. I think that they're going to be a substandard team. I don't think that their defense is as good as they make it out to be. That offense is going to be very, very stagnant. It's going to take a couple of years for Paxton Lynch to be able to read the defense. You're not going to win anything with Mark Sanchez. So yeah, I think that the Denver Broncos are just going to beat out the San Diego Chargers.
You're saying Mark Sanchez is with the Broncos now?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I guess since Peyton Manning retired, I guess the Broncos is going to fall apart for a while.
Cool. My prediction for the Bears: 27, Broncos 10. In the preseason game. Anyways, so we think about Kevin Green, Poston. We're gonna talk about Hall of Fame kind of. I want to talk about Hall of Fame this year. We think about Kevin Green, Poston. The most likable guy, to hateable guy.
Yeah, he was okay. I mean, he was pretty decent. Definitely, probably he probably belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Another guy, how about Orlando Pace, Poston? He's the next Chicago Bear. And what do you think Malik first and then King was Poston? I talk. What do you think about Orlando Pace, Malik? Orlando Pace. Hall of Fame.
Question?
What do you think about Orlando Pace being Hall of Fame? Orlando Pace.
And okay.
What do you think of Orlando Pace, Poston?
I don't think he belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Austin Lyman? Paste?
Yeah, Orlando Pace, he was okay, but I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Thank you. You
I
suck.
never,
You're the Chicago Bears.
I had never heard of the guy, but okay. I'm like I said, I mostly keep up with the Cowboys, but I'm gonna start branching out and looking at everybody now. Hey, Poston, to make predictions, you when you make predictions, you look at the NFL draft on the websites and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna start looking at this draft with all the. So depending on all the teams' picks, the different top picks, basically the team that should win the Super Bowl should be the team with all the first round draft picks. From
Hey, Malik, can you move your mic back a little bit away? I can. You're kind of coming through muffled again, man.
Okay, how's this?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Okay. Now what I was saying was the NFL team that had all the first round draft picks shouldn't that one shouldn't that be the one to win the Super Bowl possibly?
The team with the most number one draft picks.
Yeah, I mean the team with all the first round draft picks, the team that had I guess the worst team, the team that had the first round draft picks from from offense to defense. It doesn't matter, running back, quarterback, receiver, anything.
I don't think that the St. Louis Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. No.
Uh, LA Rams, Poston.
What's up?
The LA Rams.
The L.A. Rams, yeah.
No, they're the St. Louis Rams right now. Well, they used to be the LA Rams years ago back in the 80s.
Okay. We've been making jokes about the teams locating the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm sorry, Chicago Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals. We shook them on. So okay. I think the Great Stern Tape was overrated. I think they were a good team, but we were lucky, Poston. I'm saying they were have a good defense that time. I didn't show a Super Bowl. Sorry, Kevin. I didn't think you should have won Super Bowl that year. I'm saying how the Titans were half-assed. They half-assed the game. They half-assed start the first two quarters, and the Titans came back. If McNair scored a touchdown pass in that game, and that place is not Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, it's not Hall of Fame. I'm not a hater. I 1999 Rams were one of a few teams at that time, but then that's great. I think Titans should have won Super Bowl in '99. What do you think, Malik? If the Kenny Dyson scores a touchdown in the drive, what do you think, Malik?
If who scores a touchdown?
If he scored a touchdown, what happened? While you're on your line, Poston. So, how about Dan Carroll, Malik? Don Carroll.
Okay. So you're saying if Don Carroll scores a touchdown, or are we talking about the touchdown or this game or the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, Hall of Fame. Because we're talking about tomorrow Hall of Fame, today's Hall of Fame. So I kind of be excited. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen Don Carroll play, but if he's good, I guess he's good Hall of Fame. I know one guy that should be in the Hall of Fame also. I don't know if he's already been inducted, but Ray Lewis from the Ravens.
That's okay. I think Dan Carroll should be Hall of Fame. What do you think, Poston? Eric Carroll, Poston. Eric Carroll.
I don't know. Hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and get off, dude. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here, dude. I got to get up and go to work tomorrow, so I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, peace,
Hall of Fame, guys. We're going to and I'm what do you think about Brett Favre, Poston, before you leave, Poston? Brett Favre.
What Brett Favre is definitely a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah, Brett Favre,
he's my bigot, so yeah, definitely. I just want to sit there and say, to my bigot Malik and to my bigot Bearstown, y'all have a good night, and I am out for tonight because I got to get up and go to work tomorrow. So.
You too, buddy. Oh yeah, Poston. If y'all get off work, go see Suicide Squad because I'm going to see tomorrow morning.
Oh, I'm not going to watch that. I'm not going to watch that. That looks. I'll wait and let you tell me how horrible it was. I heard it was pretty bad. So
somebody saw it already and said it was awesome. So I'm gonna go see it for myself anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll talk to y'all later, man, and y'all have a good one.
Poston. Poston. Right. So, the Hall of Famers. We think of the Hall of Fame. It says Hall of Famers, and when you grew up, Malik.
Yeah, he's a good choice. I might say that he's good. Yeah, Don Carroll. Like I said, Ray Lewis. Let's see who else is retired. I can't think of anybody else who's recently retired who's in the hall who should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure I can think of them. Like I said, Brett Favre was one. I'm thinking people I'm thinking of. I think are already in the Hall of Fame, but those are from guys from the past. But recently retired. I can only think of Peyton Manning, Ray Lewis.
One thing you're talking about is very showing now Malik. What do you think about Brett Favre, Malik?
Yeah, Brett Favre, definitely Hall of Famer. Yeah, Brett Favre was awesome.
Malik, I hate Brett Favre. I hate the guy to watch. Being the Bears, I'm a Brett Favre hater, Malik. But this guy is gonna fucking bury your team, and I'm not a Brett Favre fan. Brett Favre deserves the Hall of Fame, 100% Hall of Fame. I think Brett Favre, to me, he's one of the best quarterbacks I've seen. And Brett Favre is all-time Bears killer. This is the guy I'm a Bears fan who hates Brett Favre. Alright? Brett Favre is one of the best quarterbacks, top 5 greatest quarterbacks ever played the game. Brett Favre will beat you down. And Brett Favre is one of the best quarterbacks. How the fuck is man? How the fuck can you trade Brett Favre? It sucks. But it's just the Brett Favre, man. That's the fucking hate you too, man. For trading Brett Favre to the Packers. That Packers wasn't changed. What Brett Favre did to the Packers, to one of the worst teams in the NFL. The glory years the Bears fans talk about it to now, and how you torture the old Bears fans, myself. You know, young Bearstown 1980 was crying his mommy. Oh, my Bears lost. Knowing the fact that Brett Favre was a bad, bad man. And Brett Favre was the scariest quarterback I've ever seen. And much to talk about now, Brett Favre is one of the best. I also talk about Brett Favre as much as I talk about. He's one of the best quarterbacks I've seen ever because he tortured the Bears so many years. And like I said, when Brett Favre got injured, he was a villain to me. One of the greatest Chicago villain of all time. Malik, he tortured me team for pieces, Malik. And I have respect for Brett Favre, Malik. What do you think?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Chicago and Green Bay are major rivals. I remember seeing them play on Thanksgiving Day one time. Yeah. So yeah. Hey, look, if the Bears are good enough, and if y'all play them again or play them in the playoffs, and you can beat them good, you get your payback.
I have Brett Favre memories, Malik. My favorite memory of all the time was Bears in Brett Favre's career. That's all I do. I love it. It's just, yes! But the worst memory Brett Favre did to my team this year, 1984, Halloween night, how Brett Favre tortured the Dick Butkus retirement game. And I can't stand what Brett Favre as a Packer did. And last year was justice. So when Brett Favre's retirement ceremony, yay, payback time. But Brett Favre was one of the best games I ever played. I respect Brett Favre. And I'm glad that it's just, when I've seen this Brett Favre go up a Bears fan, I'm still mad that Bears should hire Brett Favre. And he's one of, if Bears got Brett Favre, probably they don't feature Brett Favre, we deserve it. And I can't say it now. And my thoughts, Brett Favre, you're one of the biggest hatred villain I ever consider you. A villain to Chicago Bears. So I always consider you Brett Favre one of the top 5 Blues QBs ever. So how you torture my Bears and the pain you caused those Bears fans in the past. So yeah, Brett Favre, I give you salutes, man. And that's my NFL picks, Malik, before we end the show.
Hey, well, one pick to look out for. I'm thinking. I'm hoping not, but I would look out for the Redskins also. The Redskins are said to be loaded up. And in the AFC, I think I'm going to pick the Steelers.
right now, Washington Redskins. I'm talking about now. I say it again. Redskins are a good team. I think they're gonna be a player this year. But
Yeah,
right now, teams that we said teams. I hope the speaking of favorite team this year, the Cowboys gonna be a step down. I think the Cowboys gonna be legit this year.
yeah, because we got a new quarterback. We
Wild
got a,
card. I
yeah,
think Cowboys wild card.
yeah,
But I like Kirk Cousins, and I'm a Michigan State Spartans fan. He's a good player. Kirk Cousins is legit, And for me, I really want to see a dark horse team. I really want to see a team in Super Bowl. It's my Chicago Bears. All this torturing, but it's gonna be a good time. And I can't wait for NFL season starts, and I really am happy. I got my preseason tickets ready for my league. I'm gonna see the defending champs against the Bears, and I'm kind of excited about it, football. But I think right now, man, Patriots gonna be good this year. I think the NFC is a good, okay team, but it's the Patriots are pissed. You know what I'm saying? And Malik,
yeah.
I don't know how you start the Patriots and stuff. But the Patriots, they have Tom Brady, so you can't sleep the Patriots so much.
Well, yeah. Well, see, Tom Brady's only suspended for several games, but when he comes back, they'll be right back on track. Like I said, because he was out before, and once he came back, it was they were firing all cylinders. The Patriots make the playoffs almost every year. Only the only team that knows how to that the only team that's basically been known to beat them, but of course that might not be possible this year because Peyton Manning's retired. Denver was their only roadblock, and then when they get to the Super Bowl, the only team that knew how to beat them in the Super Bowl was the Giants. So the Giants always had it. So there's two teams that's only knew how to beat the Patriots. So anybody else that's they don't stand a chance because Tom Brady tears them apart up and down the field. That passing game was no joke,
I think
especially especially the way he
now is
yeah especially the way
right.
especially the way he gets rid of the ball so fast.
What's your final thoughts, Malik, before I come in the show now? Because
Final thoughts. I like to see Dallas go to the Super Bowl, but the final thoughts are yeah it could be I don't know Chicago might look good this year. Hell, maybe Chicago versus Chicago versus a team that might surprise you. Maybe.
and my thoughts, man, and I'm gonna say this first. When I was a little kid, I picked the Bears for Super Bowl. So NFL preseason's coming. It's a Christmas day. Thank you, Poston. Thank you, Malik, man. The collector's back here. So I'm gonna tell you now. I'm sorry. It's like football. Football is like points for me. So let's go, Bears. You know what I'm saying? Bear down. Green Bay sucks. Bear Fall sucks. Fuck G color. Let's see. The Patriots going to Super Bowl, but no matter what, let's go Bears. Let's go Bears. Any thoughts for this? Bro,